When I first decided to run for governor, I had a lot of challenges, like Chet does. People don't know you statewide. You may be credentialed, you may have the experiences, but they don't know you statewide. And there's no substitute for hard work. There's no substitute for experience. And in this instance, what Chet has done is worked hard, he's got the experience, and he's built a nice little network around the state. And your presence here tonight, first of all, I want to thank you for being present. I want to thank the host committee. Look, there are a lot of important offices in this Commonwealth. A couple of them don't get the notoriety, the attention, and the support that they need. The Auditor General and the Treasurer play such an important and critical role in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The Auditor General, one of his roles is, I don't think he can call it for an investigation, but he can't start one, but he can use the bully pulpit. Both of them can use the bully pulpit. And I appreciate what you're doing. You've done a fabulous job around the state. People will make a difference, and you can make a difference. You're here tonight, but you got to go out and I'm sure you're going to do very well in this part of the state, but you got to send the word out. And one of the words we need to send out is that being part of the Republican team that I think will appeal extensively across the Commonwealth to independent thinking voters and independent thinking Democrats who want experienced leadership. That's what you offer, Chet. That's what John McCain and Sarah Palin offer. And together you guys are a pretty good team. The difference in this election when it comes to the philosophy of government is something that I'm going to ask you to project, because I think it helps John, I think it helps Chet, I think it helps Tom, it helps all the Republicans. His opponent is the most liberal senator, and he doesn't have much of a record. He was pretty calculating, I think, when he was in the Illinois Senate. I am told that when he voted president, they were very tough and controversial issues. Well, the easiest way to avoid criticism as president, I don't know how you can do that, I don't know, but he did. But let's just talk about the philosophy of government just for a second. You got a vice presidential candidate on the other side of the aisle, we got to tell our Democrat friends this, who thinks that paying taxes is your patriotic duty. Well, we're all patriots, and we all pay plenty of taxes. And that's okay. I'm happy to pay taxes. I wish I could pay more taxes with the existing rate. And you got a president, I don't want to pay more taxes with a higher rate, trust me. And I'm just in the public sector, private sector now, and I'm going to get to the really high rate later. But anyway, I'm working on it. And you got a president who thinks that people that make $250,000 a year are rich, they're affluent, and they should pay a heck of a lot more tomorrow than they're paying today. It's inconceivable to me that people don't understand that this is a crowd that wants to redistribute wealth. If you think that's the threshold of success in America, you're not a Democrat, small d or big D, you're a socialist. And what you want to do... And look, that's a lot of money for most Americans. But even people making less than that hope their sons and daughters make it. And by the way, on their way, they're going to be paying almost 50% of every dollar to tax anyhow. And so I think we need to get the message out to the independent thinking Democrats that this is a crew that basically would like to confiscate your check, decide how much they want to spend, and then send you the change. Remember? Believe in change? You better believe in change. You get small change, pocket change, when he gets done with your paycheck. But they are into redistribution of wealth. That's not the American way. I want to thank you. I want to thank the host committee. I want to thank the host committee for the very generous contribution you made tonight to Chet's campaign. It is tough to get people excited about a couple of these state road offices. But believe me, competent, experienced leadership in the space makes a difference. And Chet will make a difference when he's Auditor General. He'll make a great difference for all taxpayers. And so I want to thank you for that support. And finally, I want to conclude by telling you that it's so great to come back home. And the folks in this part of the state were very, very generous in their support of me. We got a lot of work to do. We can win this state. Our job is to turn a blue state into a red state. That's our job. I've seen some polls that have us statistically even or 5 or 6 points behind. I'll conclude. I call John. I got his number. He has mine. When I call and talk to him, I say, I don't need a call back. I connected with him one day, and I said, think about this. When you wake up tomorrow morning, have a smile on your face, because the country's divided on the war. 2/3 of the country don't particularly care for the brand of Republican. They don't like the president. Gas is $4 a gallon. The economy's struggling, and you're within the margin of error. Think about that. It's rather remarkable. And neither he nor Sarah know the word give up, surrender, or quit. They won't. We won't. And when we turn Pennsylvania from blue to red, we win. We win. And that's what we need to do. Thank you very much.